Head Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Fournette running right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Give him 30 yards there.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Fighting through. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the 17, Foles. He's got the hook up with Conley. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. At the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal, would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This one out quickly to Westbrook. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Hey, pick your game up. Kill. Attack. 44, Mike, 44. Check pass. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down. Shift! Watch the shift!
Hey, on Sunday.
Check.
Hey, 15.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right. I go Willie.
All day, every day.
15. Check.
Go. Run.
We're scoreless after 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check out.
15.
Joker.
Check motion.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Watch the shift. Check.
Hey, check 20. General, West. Watch.
Check.
Let's get it right now.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Watch twitch.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Kill.
15. Kill, kill, kill.
Watch the eye.
15, yellow, 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 yellow.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy taking it in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Foles. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Get that quarterback and all.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got
Yellow. Jim.
On 2nd and very short, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Hey, motion backfield, motion backfield.
Buzz. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
Hey, yo, hey, go gun.
44, Mike, 44.
Nice hit.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Got his man. It's Williams. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, we know Mike's the 48 right now. Let's go. Rip left. Mike 48.
Hey, let's go, defense. Let's get out the 57.
48.
Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hey, Ridley.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Jaguars 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Mahomes. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
44 the mic, 44 the mic. Check, check. 43, 43.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Watch the pass.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, lady. Yellow. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 36.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Check 99. Check 99.
Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go. What's the plan? 48 right now. Let's go. Let's go.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It certainly wasn't one of the more conventional plays ever run, but it gained a first down, and they got the ball in the hands of a playmaker.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the curve. Watch that 43. Shift, shift. Check, 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 check. Hey, I got him. That's me.
Now Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
Show 49, check 49, check 49.
And out of bounds right around the 20. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Stay with your man. Check 4, check 4.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
You get blocked, me. You please. You get blocked, me.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Foles. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. That goes for 15 yards on the fake, a 1st down. And a lot of fist pumps right now on that sideline. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands. He's able to pick up the first down.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Josh Allen on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
I'm here all day.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, let's bring it. Go. Let's bring it. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Here's Foles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
50's the Mike. You ain't doing nothing.
He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trevor Williams with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. And able to find Conley. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Foles now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go. Set. 60 yards. Watch the run.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. First play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this time Mahomes will throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trevor Williams with a pick, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 20. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. It's been a back-and-forth game, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Reggie Ragland.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. He was looking for Watkins that time.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, 83 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Easy. We own it. We are done.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Motion. Four's the mic. 43. Deuce. 15. Shit. Bang. Attack. Check 3.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Go, go, go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game. In later seasons.
The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. Spot running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneous. We have a choice.